NASCAR Nextel Cup Racing on Fox is brought to you by UPS, official express delivery company of NASCAR. UPS, we want to race the truck. People love the truck.
Wow, what a nice place. The hotel at Mandalay Bay, and Hammond said he'd take care of me. He'd hook me up. I'm sure this is going to be terrific. You know, when he says he'd take care of me. What the? They look, they spelled my name wrong.
Nice, Chris, right to the top of the VUP list. Very unimportant people, evidently, down the street there. Or do you think Hammond really set him up?
No, Hammond.
Twiddle-dee and twiddle-dum.
Yeah, Hammond will do that to you.
Did that to you for about 20 years, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
We have a pitman cam on the Jackman of Michael Waltrip's. Napa Chevy, number 15. Here is his view of the pit stop.
Making me dizzy.
And this is all happening in about 12 or 13 seconds with about 20 or 22 cars running on your heels at 45 miles per hour. Pull the windshield tear off. Every guy on that crew, they do more than one task during a pit stop.
Brian Chase, hard at work. Let's have a look at Tony Stewart's pit stop here.
Remember, he came in running about second.
So you can see how that took that left front tire changer out of his rhythm, that sliding around, falling down, that really took him out of his rhythm.
And Dick, he looked like 5 off, about 10 on.
Yeah, but you know what? This sport is so much people and only maybe partly mechanical. So as soon as he pulled out of his pit stall after that stop, Tony got on the radio and told the whole crew, "Don't worry about it. I don't expect you to pull off a perfect pit stop every time." Then about 5 laps later, under caution, he told them what the car was doing. We're coming down for a green flag start.
It's all about cheerleading each other. Driver needs to cheerlead the crew.
What's happening here on this restart, guys? Cars going everywhere.
Somebody didn't get going.
Man, I think it's an 18 car. Tony jumped out from behind him, and I'm not sure. Yesterday we saw that happen, and they black flagged the guy for getting a jump.
Steve?
Yeah, Mike, just want to let you know what Bobby Labonte reported just prior to the restart. After the stop, he said, "I was getting better on the long runs. I like that. It was not too tight, just a little snug." They took a half a pound out of both front tires.
All right, Joe Nemechek got the free pass and moved back around on the lead lap.
Look at this three-way battle going off into turn 1. Now remember, Ryan Newman in the 12 car, he is a lap down, so Tony Stewart takes advantage of it in the 20 car and passes Kevin Harvick in the 29 for second. He used Ryan Newman as a pit.
Let's see the restart again and see where the jam up is.
I think it was up near the front. But it's a chain reaction, you know, just like any wreck where you're in a line of traffic. It accordioned all the way back.
Now, on the inside lane, Ricky Rudd had to get on the brake hard, and everything accordioned back from him.
Yeah.
I didn't see what happened in front of Ricky to call that. But we're still side by side.
It looked like the 18 car didn't go when Tony jumped out there, and I think that caused the problem.
Now this is, we're riding with Jimmy Johnson in the 48 car, looking out at Elliott Sadler in the 38. That's a battle for 8. Now what a rebound this team has made. Remember, he had the wreck on pit road about 100 laps ago. Darrell, they put a complete new part of a nose on the right front. They have definitely got that car, I believe, about as good as it was in the beginning of the race when he was leading.
I bet it's better.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
They have rebounded nicely.
And right behind him, the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, who fell to 33rd early in the race after the pit road mishap and has now climbed back up to 9th.
You know, we're seeing the same thing here, Larry, that we saw at Rockingham with Kenseth. He takes off like a bandit on these restarts. I mean, just a matter of a lap or two, he gets him a huge, huge lead.
Well, and he can get out there, and then Robbie Reiser, his crew chief, as we heard earlier, can give him his lap time, his interval, and he can kind of run his pace then and take care of things.
Jimmy Johnson went past Elliott Sadler, moving Johnson up to 8th place. Jeannie?
Well, more cheerleading in the pits, guys, and you know your ears always perk up a little bit more when the big boss gets on the horn. Rick Hendrick getting on the radio a little bit ago just to let the 48 team of Jimmy Johnson know, hey, you guys, great work hanging in there. You did a great job out there. It's your effort
was having a rough day. They came back on pit road after that last stop and tried desperately to get a spring rubber into that left rear spring. They tried and could not get it in. They think that car is still damaged from the accident during qualifying on Friday. Matt?
Steve, Mark Martin, the winner here back in 1998, working to try to get into that top 10. The two cars the guy's got to deal with next, but the car was extremely tight. Significant adjustments on his last stop. He went up 3 rounds on the track bar. They picked up a spot on pit road. He picked up another spot on the racetrack. Now, Larry and Mike, I don't like to second guess anybody, but as hard as he hit that wall Friday qualifying, I don't believe I'd have tried to fix that car. I think I'd have rolled it over, got my backup car out, and went on about my business.
I mean, we know the caliber of backup cars most of these teams had. About 2 years ago, we saw the 24 group roll a backup car out at the All-Star race at Lowe's Motor Speedway and win the race. It wasn't like they were going to give up a top 5 or 10 qualifying position. They qualified 20th.
Well, I agree with what Larry said yesterday in our happy hour coverage on FX. You might try to fix that car after you damage the side, but once you lost the engine, hard enough. Get out the one you know is good. Maybe. Kevin LePage up and on the lead lap in 14th position for Morgan McClure, the YokeTV.com Chevrolet. He started 35th.
Well, actually started at the rear of the field. They were one of the cars that had to change engines and start at the rear of the field. Nice rebound by Kevin LePage, Tim Brewer, and that group.
150 laps complete in the UAW-Daimler Chrysler 400. Matt Kenseth with 2.3 second lead.